Alright, so this video is problem 13.4c from the operators, eigenfunctions, and eigenvalues section. And you know, the challenging one for this problem, in my view, is the fact you start out with all these symbols that we're not used to and terminology, but you have to be used to it. This is exactly what you're going to be expected to be able to read. So let me read this out first and then sort of think out loud. Okay, if two operators act on a wave function as indicated by a caret, b caret, f of x, where f of x is the function. That's familiar to me. I recognize that. I've seen that 1,000 times, right? So have you. But the carets, a caret, b caret, we're just getting used to that, and that looks a little bit weird. Okay, so again, if two operators act in this wave function, it's important to carry out the operations in succession, with the first operation being that nearest to the function. What? I have no idea what that says, but it's going to restate it right here. Mathematically, a caret, b caret, f of x is the same as b caret acting first on f of x, and then a caret acting on that mess. And a caret f of x is the same as a caret f of, and then acting on it again. This is not a squared, right? Okay, so here's the real first word that you've got to be able to read. Evaluate. Evaluate the following successive operations. A caret, b caret, f of x, where the operators a caret and b caret are listed in the first two columns, and f of x is listed in the third column. Alright, so you're looking at that and going, what? What is this? We've never seen anything listed like this. The reason the problem writer, author of this problem, writes it out like this probably is to give you a chance to practice the order of operations here, right? Because we never see anything like d dy and then a big space and y, what's going on there, and another big space. But it is explained here. A caret is here. It's the first column. And then b caret is here, right? And then the function is here. Okay, so what our job then is to list that out. So what I pre-wrote that out here on this paper. This is part C, okay? So I pre-wrote that out here. And this is the same as saying x d dy e to the minus 2 x plus y y d dx, right? It's the same thing. So let's go one at a time. First of all, we're going to differentiate this mass with respect to x, and then we're going to multiply it by x. With respect to y. Then we multiply it by x, and then we differentiate that whole mess with respect to x, and then we multiply the whole thing by y, and that'll be our answer. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to start out with this thing here. You always have to judge what's the best way to keep your work clean. Because if you're not careful, it's going to be easy to get lost. So let's do this. D dy e to the minus 2 x plus y. Okay. So this is the same thing as d dy e to the minus 2x times e to the minus 2y. Right? That's a rule from exponents. In your first lab, we've got that rule written out. This is the same thing as e to the minus 2x d dy e to the minus 2y. Much easier now. Right? So now I can do that. I recall, I'm not going to use substitution here. Literally, I'm going to just remember that this is the same thing as e to the minus 2x. Just bring that down. This is now times minus 2 e to the minus 2y. Alright, so I'm going to rewrite this in terms that look a little more easy. Minus 2 e to the minus 2 x plus y. Okay? So that's part 1. That's this thing right here. Okay? Now let's just block this off. Part 2 is simply multiplying that by x. That's no problem. So that becomes minus 2x. This is now 2. Okay? See what I did here? I just put, that's all going to be 2. And then I'll differentiate with everything with respect to that. Just a way to keep my stuff clean here. Minus 2x e to the minus 2 x plus y. Okay? Now 3, I have to differentiate with respect to x. Okay, so, gosh, I've got this mess up here again, so I need to rewrite this out again. 2x e to the minus 2x times e to the minus 2y. I just invoked a rule here. See, this is the same thing as that. I'm not sure how easy that's going to be for you, but it needs to be easy, right? Just adding those two things and factoring out the negative 2. All right, but this is, since we're going to be differentiating with respect to x for this third step here, I want to separate these terms out and bring the EY out front. This is step 3, right? So this is equal to minus 2 e to the minus 2y times x e to the minus 2x. Agreed? So it looks like I have two functions of x right here. I'm going to have to use the product rule for that. So we're going to do, this is equal to minus 2 e to the minus 2y times x prime e to the minus 2x. That's a prime right there, careful, right? Plus x e to the minus 2x prime, right? And I'm just using that prime to remind myself that I haven't differentiated that yet, but I'm about to. So this is minus 2 e to the minus 2y. That, the derivative of x is simply 1. So this is just going to be 1 e to the minus 2x plus x times minus 2 e to the minus 2x. Okay, running out of space here, so I think I'll probably bring it up a little higher. Hopefully I'll have some room up there. Oh, we're almost done. So, all right. So let's bring this thing up here. And say that we're still on number 3. 3 continued. Okay. So this is minus 2 e to the minus 2y. I'm going to go ahead and distribute this out, okay? Times e to the minus 2x. Agreed? Plus minus 2e to the minus 2y times minus 2x e to the minus 2x. Okay, I think I'm going to do some refactoring here. These two become plus 4. Oops, got my extra plus in there. Times x times e to the minus 2y times e to the minus 2x. Okay. So this becomes plus 4x e to the minus 2x plus y. And this term here becomes minus 2 e to the minus 2x plus y. Looks like I can factor out that original term again, right? Remember my original function was e to the minus 2x plus y? So I can pull, it looks like this is going to be an eigenfunction, doesn't it? Because I can pull that baby out again. So I'm going to say, there it is here, and here it is here. So it looks like it's minus 2 times 4, or rather, I'm sorry, minus 2 plus 4x, right, times e to the minus 2x plus y. Okay, and that's step 3. Okay, now step 4, back up to here again, is simply multiplying everything by y again. And so this comes out to be, I can do this in my head, right? Y minus 2 plus 4x e to the minus 2x plus y. Okay, and that's the answer. So I guess the question is, do you, professor or test reviewer, want this in this form or in some other form? That's equal to That's equal to this mess after the two operators worked on it. But we've got f of x, we got that back out again, right? So this must be the how do you spell eigenvalue. Boom. Wow. So yes, this is an eigenfunction. Man, eigenfunction? Yes, it is. And that is the eigenvalue right there. Okay? So again, that's problem 13.4, part C. And here's the answer right here. Hopefully that's helpful.